Thank you for listening to Straight Out the Group Chat. So today we're going to talk about college ain't for everybody.
And
And
ain't.
and ain't. So we're going to talk about your college expectations over reality.
So when we're talking about college expectations over reality, oh, it was so many. I think I'll start with my expectations. Definitely my mama told me and my brother like college or military. And that was it. There was no other expectation for me outside of college. Cause I mean I did consider military, but that's later on in the show. But the reality of it was when I finished, I was like, okay, I'm finna get rich. No, in debt with student loan debt. But I really did enjoy the experience. I wouldn't change it. If I had to do it again, I would go back to college. Go, of course, to HBCU. Shout out to WSSU. Love y'all. Rams for life. If you ain't a Ram, you ain't ish. You already know that. But yeah. So I did enjoy my college experience. What about you, Demetri?
Oh, definitely. I definitely enjoyed my college experience. But my expectations were a little too high. A little too high. When I graduated from high school, I expected that, oh, I just got to go to college and then I'm going to be the next Debbie Allen or the female Tyler Perry. And that's just not what happened. That is not what happened. I mean, they sold us a dream that go to college, learn, graduate, get a good job, find your husband in college didn't happen. And you was going to make
Yeah.
money. But in reality, college is what you put into it. College is what you put into it. If you are grinding and you have a plan, not just to graduate, I'm talking about, okay, so this is what I majored in, these are the jobs that I can get, after I graduate, and plus what's my plan B if plan A don't follow through.
Yeah. Yeah.
So my reality really hit me like a ton of bricks when I got to college. All I thought about was, get me out of here. Let me get me out of here. I quit. I remember every day. I was
That
like, I'm
makes
gonna
you did
quit.
quit a lot.
We quit together, but
Girl,
we
no.
finished out. But it was hard,
It
and
was.
maybe it was wrong of me to think that college was gonna be easy.
Yeah. I think what it was for me was, you know, I think I had mentally checked out quite a few times, like you said. I mean, well, we quit together pretty much. And I think what happened was I think my mama for sure. I was like, Ma, I'm done with this. I'm done. And she told me, she was like, well, if you come back home, you're gonna split every bill and we're gonna be roommates. And I remember thinking, like, well, if I go back home with her, where am I gonna work? What kind of money am I gonna make? So let me just power through this and, you know, do what I could do. But girl, I quit multiple times. I think it was the refund checks that brought me back.
Amen and hallelujah. Cause the refund checks was nice. You was like,
That
okay,
was.
let me go to class.
Yeah.
Let me study a little bit.
Yeah. And see, I was getting two refunds to me because I used my mama's she had me on her insurance. Think I didn't when I did. I was getting two refunds.
Ooh,
Yeah.
must been nice. But to be honest, me, what would I tell my younger self going into college? Now that I've graduated, I'm on the other side. What would I have told 18-year-old Mitra?
Mm.
What about you, Shay?
What would I tell my younger self? Ooh, going into college, I would tell my younger self so much. First of all, I would tell myself stay out that calf. That's one. Stay away from that fried chicken wings, that fried fish Friday. I know you like chicken and fish, but stay out that calf. I would definitely tell myself, don't let nobody else drive your car. Don't let no man drive your car.
Wait
That's
a
my business.
minute. Wait a minute. Now why? Let's go back. Now, why would you tell yourself to stay out the cab?
Girl,
Let the
that
listeners
freshman
know.
15,
Wasn't no joke.
girl, that freshman 15 was on my back heavy. You hear me?
That was before they was talking about unbigging bags. That was that 15 spread.
Girl,
That
and I spread it like butter. You hear me? No,
that
ma'am.
was that. I used to be a 6, now I'm a 16.
And the mention it came so fast. Like, I'm like, wait, where did this come from? No, ma'am. I ain't like that. But don't let nobody
Well,
drive your car. Definitely stay focused on your goals. Stay focused. That's the main thing. Stay focused. Um, like don't be giving you know what up to these guys. Keep yourself focused. Like just don't get distracted and keep the main thing the main thing. That's what definitely what I would tell my younger self. Go and also anybody that makes fun of you or that laughs at you for wanting to go get your lesson and go to the library for extended hours or whatever, you don't want to go to the party and they laugh at you, they make fun of you, those not your friends. That's definitely what I would tell myself. What about you?
me, my younger self, I would tell, girl, get a plan. It is not okay. It's not good enough to just graduate because now you got a piece of paper and you ain't doing nothing with it.
True.
I would have definitely probably did a double major and networking. I didn't know how important networking was until I got out of college.
I agree.
Networking can put you in rooms with people that can definitely elevate you, get you where you want to be. Um, and also, if this major ain't for you, boo boo, switch majors.
Yeah.
I know you want to quit, but no, not today, baby.
Yeah.
Just switch your major into something that you are passionate about,
Yeah.
something that you won't put down because your dreams will haunt you.
For sure.
And excuse me. And I would just tell myself to, like you said, stay focused,
Yeah.
have a plan, and have an exit plan for when you do graduate. And if things don't go as planned, start over.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Hmm.
But and our next question is, what advice do we have for these 2024 freshmen about to go to college, or if they have other options other than college? Why? Because college ain't for everybody.
That part. Hello.
Okay, so what's your take on it, Shay?
What I would tell the up and coming students, I would definitely tell them again, like I would tell my younger self, stay focused. Do not get distracted. Um, if you go out and you going out to have, a good time or, going out to the party, don't drink, buy your own alcoholic beverage. If you want to turn up, whatever, okay, that's fine. But buy your own stuff, whatever other stuff you partake in, make sure you know what's going on with it. Do not go off to college. Don't drink after nobody. Don't buy no drink behind nobody. Um, Again, buy your own bottle. I cannot stress that enough. Definitely again, stay focused, like I said. And I'm not shaming anybody for their choices, but just control your fertility. You don't have to create a life in college. And I'm not mom shaming. Y'all got y'all choices, but I'm just saying I think it makes it that much harder when you're trying to accomplish a goal. Go to college, get your degree, live your life, live a full life, enjoy traveling, go find a hobby, work out, do things that you like to do, and then your life will be built on that. But like I said, again, I cannot stress it enough. Stay focused, Stay focused. Keep the main thing the main thing. That's it.
Well, for me, what I would tell a freshman going into college is like be aware of your surroundings, watch who you hang around, and go to class, be on
Mm-hmm.
time, study, and remember what you came there for. Remember your end goal.
Yeah.
And also, like you said, if you go out in college and you live on campus or whatever it may be, um, protect yourself if you're active. And with I ain't gonna sit here in front. Like in college, you'll try some things because you're away from your parents, and ain't nobody watching you. Ain't nobody telling you don't do this, don't do that.
Yeah.
So you are your own security. So like you said, Shay, buy your own bottle. Watch when somebody's making your drink. Don't leave your drink nowhere. These are stuff that you have to they're life lessons.
Yeah.
And if you don't learn them, you can end up messed up. Like, just but on the flip side, the people that are not going to college, what are your options? It's so many. Like you don't have I loved college. I am glad that I went to Winston-Salem State University. But there are other options. You can be a carpenter, you can be an engineer, you can be a plumber, you can be electrician. Like all these trades, that's out there. If studying and all that schoolwork ain't for you, there's another way. And I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of people push college down your throat, but what they don't understand is these same people that's pushing it down your throat probably never graduated.
Facts.
Or either they think that's the only way and it's not. And
I
don't
agree.
let someone project on you
Yeah.
because you can even like the military, the Navy, the Air Force, you have other options and I don't feel like anyone should feel bad because they didn't go to college.
Yeah.
What you're winning. If you already have something that you're passionate about, that's making you money, that's providing for you, what you need student loan debt for? I'm just saying. Like for me, if I had to do it all over again, yes I would because I love my HBCU. But if I had the choice, I would have probably picked up a trade because I would have got to the money quicker.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, with that being said, so since college ain't for everybody, I guess I already answered that about what I would have chosen. But Shay, what would you have chose if you didn't go to college?
If I didn't go to college, I probably would have had to go to the military because again, I we had a drill sergeant at my house. So I really didn't have, you
Not
know,
too much on Miss Kathy.
no, we did. We did. My mama told me and my brother we had the college or military. So it probably would have just been military for me because I mean, we really didn't have any other choice and my brother in the military and I went to college. So it's like I probably would have went to the military if I would have went, if I didn't go to college. What about you? What you would have did?
I think, I always thought about the Air Force because the way that they sold it, it was like, oh, you get to travel all around the world on the government's dime. Mm, I don't know, y'all. Y'all leaving some stuff out.
Yeah.
But it's cool. I know, people that have took that route and they have great stories and they're happy about their decision.
Yeah.
Like you could be an entrepreneur. You don't always have to go to college. Like my major in college was mass communications with a concentration in electronic media. So this is back in 2009. Here we
Mhm.
are, 2024, and mass communications, electronic media is on the iPhone.
Facts.
It's on the internet. So you
Yeah,
have to adjust. You have to make changes because, I mean, in life, it's not going to always go as planned.
that's true. That
Yeah.
is true.
And with that being said, so like stuff not going to plan, right?
Yeah.
What's some mistakes that you made freshman year in college?
Ooh, freshman year in college. Oh my, I made a lot of mistakes. I made a ton of mistakes. I think the biggest and the worst mistake I made was when I failed. I failed college algebra. The thing was my teacher. His first language was not English. And how am I supposed to? I'm not good at math. That's number one. Number two, this man, he's talking to us, but his English is not good. And so all of us pretty much was confused in his class. So I think I might have failed my first class in there. That was a huge mistake because I think it kind of like I think it was more of a self-esteem thing. It impacted me with my self-esteem because I'm like, this is my first class I've ever failed. I don't fail classes. I mean, I might pass with a C, but I ain't failing. But my other mistakes was just again not staying focused, partying. We partied from Thursday to Sunday, not
'Cause we
procrastinating.
like to party.
Yeah,
Nah, go ahead, go ahead.
yeah, going from, Thursday to Sunday, just it was a lot of things. I think the main thing though was just um focusing on people that were temporary, allowing my mental to get tied up in people that were not intended to be in my life long term, and it did have a lasting impact on me mentally. I mean, I went through it in my freshman year. I was going through bad. I struggled, but just being hard headed. That's it.
Hard headed.
Yeah, for sure.
Girl, the mistakes that I made freshman year. Um, who told me to take a psychology class at 8 o'clock in the morning on a Friday after I done partied all night Thursday? No, didn't make it. First F of my life.
Oh my god, that means you never went to that class.
Wait a minute, not too much. It was just that particular class. But I remember you have to make mistakes because when I came home that semester, my aunt said, "Oh, so D is what did she say? Oh, I got a D in psychology." So she comes to me. She's like, "Oh, so D is for Demetria.
Uh-uh.
You up at that school playing around,
Yeah.
baby? That's all I need to hear. Cause from that day on, Dean's list,
Hello.
Dean's list. Because just like you said, I did not want to come back home to my mother and split bills
No, I didn't.
and work for the rest of my life. I had dreams. I mean, and still do dreams and aspirations.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that maybe that wasn't the right avenue for me because there's a lot of people in mass comm that have that background that didn't finish college. They just had the experience
Got
and
you.
that networking that got them to where they are now.
Yeah.
And other mistakes I made was um being around the wrong people at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Thinking
That's huge.
thinking everybody was your friend, thinking everybody um had had good intentions.
Right. I think another thing that people don't like talk about enough when you're a high school person going off to college, it's like I think I was so afraid because I I remember mama dropped me off at college, and when she drove off, I was crying because I'm like
Bruh, me too.
I'm like I don't know what to do here. Like, I don't know, because I'm in my head, I'm like, she is the person that tells me what to do. So who's going to tell me what to do now? And I think people take it for granted in the sense of you don't have anybody. These professors, they tell you, I got what I came here for. You trying to get to where I'm at. They don't care nothing about none of that. So it's up to you to make a mental choice. Like, okay, I got to shift gears, but it's a hard transition because you're going from pretty much a child up under your primary caregiver's care, and you're going out in the world. It's a scary thing. It is very scary, and I was very afraid.
You know what? Like you just said, going into the real world. We thought that was the real world. We was in a bubble for 4 years.
Yeah,
Somebody else was cooking our food, paying our rent. Like we were living it up. And when you
yeah,
really look back on it, you're like, the real world started once you walked across that stage and they gave you your diploma, your degree.
yeah. That's true. That's true.
Yes.
That is true.
I
Wow.
mean, so like you said, you cried when your mother left that day. Um, I cried because I'm like, I don't know nobody. I gotta get to know somebody, and I came from a small high school where everybody knew everybody.
Yeah.
And I just remember me. Well, for the listeners, me and Shay went to the same school, went to the same high school. So when we seen each other on campus, it was like, oh my gosh, reunited.
Yeah.
Yes.
How clear it was. It
And you're gonna
was.
you're gonna need friends in
Yeah.
college that's gonna actually help you,
Yeah.
push you to say, girl, okay, I know they having a pep rally, but you need to go to class.
Yeah.
Or look, we've been in this caf for hours. You ain't got no homework.
Yeah. You need to go to O'Kelly, honey. O'Kelly saw us.
Oh,
Get
Kelly
to
was
that
a
library.
librarian. Yes,
Get to that library.
definitely.
Yeah.
Because why we did not want to come back home and work
We
jobs.
ain't want to come back home.
No, no, because I mean, I can only speak for myself.
Yeah.
I didn't want to come back without that degree because in my eyes, I failed the family. They gonna kick me out the family because I ain't got my degree. Now this is all in my mind. This is not real,
Yeah.
but that's part of what drove me to finish it out when I wanted to quit.
Yeah.
And so that's why, like, all that pressure, that you put on yourself, or that maybe other people put on you, you can bypass all that if you go pick up a trade after high school.
So
I,
basically, Demetri said, look, baby, go get you a trade.
or do both,
Do
or
both. Yeah.
do both, because now you really getting into the money. You
Yeah,
have options.
for sure.
Like, college was the tools to get you to where you need to be as an adult.
Yeah.
What I learned about myself in them 4 years is I can complete something. I
That's
can
what
I can go
yeah.
ahead.
I think that was the biggest thing for me is like I learned perseverance about myself in those 4 years because like we talked about in our original point, like we tapped out so many times. Like we did. And for us to finish in 4 years, like if you could see behind the scenes and how we had to, I mean, we was in there, we ain't had no money. We was in there making chicken, cheese, bread, rice, sandwiches. I mean, it was a grind. It was hard. And but I just feel like if you're able to mentally overcome that hump, you're good. But like Demetria said, it's gonna really be, you got to keep the right people around you, and also understand that anything that happens, everything is happening for you. Like it's not, nothing is happening to you, everything is happening for you. Whoever, God or your creator, or who, however y'all refer to your belief system, whatever is happening, is happening for your greatest good. So just keep that in mind, and what's for you is not gonna miss you. That's it. Period.
Right. Like my thing is, I'm a believer in God,
Yeah.
in Jesus, and I feel as if without my faith, oh gosh, like college would have broke me, and
Yeah.
like that's one thing that people don't understand. You send your kids away, they're by themselves, they're trying to figure out how to be an adult after being a child for 18 years,
Yeah.
and how do you keep sane? How do you keep your mental health, stable and good during college?
Mm,
I
girl.
mean, can you tell us
Yeah.
how you did it?
I mean, the way that I kept myself sane for the, I mean, because like I said, like I just, said earlier, I think my freshman year, I did struggle with depression. I do. I really do believe that because, again, it was just a hard transition for me. And I was going through thinking that somebody was for me and they were not for me. And I mean, there was just a lot going on, trying, like you said, trying to figure out this big campus, all these different people from all over the world. And it's just like, I don't know what I'm doing here. Like, I don't know what is even happening. And so I think what kept me grounded was, I was raised up in my faith and believing in God and believing in, just praying. What really got me through was praying. I mean, I could remember, I mean, I was crying. I was crying for months in that room. And then it didn't help that I stayed, my freshman dorm was like it was like in the basement. And I'm just like, so y'all put
In
me
the
in the
dungeon.
basement?
You was in the dungeon, bro.
I was a basement child. Like, I mean, I struggled really bad. I mean, I did. I cried a lot. I cried myself to sleep many a nights. I mean, I still have pictures of myself when I was crying myself to sleep at night. I woke up, my eyes were so swollen. But I'm grateful that I stayed in there and I fought the good fight because, I was able to walk across that stage and that was the best day of my life. I'm not gonna lie.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
So for me, like you said, I mean, my mental health was everywhere in college.
Hmm.
Like I had a lot on me, uh being broke, a
Yeah.
part broke by broke, we ain't got it. Uh classes, exams, all that can be stressful.
Yeah.
And if you don't reach out to the ones you love and say, "Hey, I need some help.
Yeah.
I need some help. I don't know what I'm doing here.
Yeah.
This major that I majored in don't make no money, but I can't drop out because my parents will look at me funny." Kanye West said that. And I understand, Kanye.
Yeah. That's true.
Yes, it was hard. I mean, like I said, every day I wanted to quit, but in the back of my mind, I cannot quit this. This is something I started and I'm going to finish it no
Yeah.
matter what. And about like you, the day I walked across that stage, oh man, you couldn't tell me nothing. I thought I was ready for the world.
Girl. When I
Ready for
tell
the
you
world.
that piece of paper validated me beyond to no end, and even now to this day, like, I would never trade that experience in for nothing because I learned so much about myself. Period.
And even for those that didn't go to college, they probably sitting on money too
Yeah.
because they got something that they're passionate about, something they know how to do, something nobody can take away from them.
Yeah.
Some like something that my aunt said. She says I can do it blind, cripple, or crazy. And
Oh, I
that
like that.
yes. So it's not. I mean, I'm not saying college ain't worth the hype. I had a great time. Like I said, I majored in mass comm, but I minored in partying, and still graduated. it's it's for me that HBCU was a community.
Oh my
It
god.
was home. It was like nobody was a stranger because we were all in this together. People that looked like you, even down to the workers, to the janitors. Like
Yeah.
it was like we was living on a island.
Yeah. I take it to, like, this is the first place where I never felt like an afterthought. Like, I felt like I was with family. I was with my cousins, my aunties, my uncles, everybody daily, and people that genuinely cared about, like, our professors, just like you said, people that really cared about our well-being and how we got the information. They noticed everything. I felt like all my professors was my aunties, and even now I still hold them in that esteem because they were so giving and so kind to me, and I will never forget those ladies as long as I live. Like, I just won't, because they were so pivotal in my education and getting what I need to get in those 4 years, because they weren't playing with me. They weren't playing.
Mm-mm, welcome to the Ram Shack. They was, they was not playing. Man.
Hey, the lady in the cat water dog.
So for those who don't know, Fried Chicken Wednesdays, there would be a cafeteria lady in the front serving the chicken. She says, "Why the dog? You
White chicken or dark chicken, baby. Let me know, because I ain't got that kind
baby,
of
do you
time
want a
right now.
breast or do you want a leg?" Like, but that's another story for another time.
Yeah,
But back to those who choose not to go to college, I really want you to understand that take that pressure off of you.
yeah,
If you in high school and you know that your grades don't say 4 year university, get you a trade,
yeah.
be an entrepreneur,
Yeah,
whatever your heart desires. It doesn't always have to be college. You don't always have to put yourself in debt to grow to be who you want to become.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Any last topics, anything you want to chime in on before we close it out?
I think that's pretty much it. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We definitely gonna add this live to our page so that y'all could play it back and listen to it if you need to.
Yes. Thank you for listening. And please share, comment, like, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And I appreciate you listening to us.
See y'all in the next one.